Good morning, fellow traders. Baldwin here. It's time for the Good Morning Market Prep for Thursday, February the 11th, 2021. I hope everybody had a great night last night. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, well, let's check and see where we left off the market here yesterday. So we were down about a point yesterday, but still green here on the monthly chart over the upper Bollinger Band. Weekly chart still above last week's green weekly candle, which invalidated the bearish engulfing candle from the prior week. Daily chart's starting to get interesting, right? So we had a bearish engulfing candle yesterday here on the SPX, engulfing yesterday's doji real body, and ended up being, basically an outside day yesterday. So we're still over the ADMA, but the real question is wave one going to be done yet? As far as the futures are concerned, it's saying it's not really there yet. So one of the big things we're going to look at is the gap fade today to see how that goes. If we gap up here over yesterday's highs, and then we'll see where we go from there. Again, if this is the end, right, that 618 corresponds perfectly with the open gap below for a potential wave two pullback, sub-wave two pullback, right? So let's take a look at the SPY here and see how it's going this morning. Again, a bit of a rising wedge here this morning, so definitely look at and see how it handles this geometric level going into today, and see how that holds up. Let's take a look at the S&P futures here. So again, a fresh overnight high right here actually. So we've got a fresh high right here at 39.1850. We also have job numbers coming out here this morning, so this could still fluctuate going into the open. So obviously we're going to kind of pay attention to that. But over the overnight highs get interesting. We're really close to the all-time highs, right? So, but yesterday's high was actually right the all-time highs technically, right? So we'll see if we get back up there. It doesn't look like we're going to gap above yesterday's range, which means SPX might not gap up. So we'll see how it goes right here. We're just kind of moving up off of the lows. Some might look at this also as a rising wedge type formation. So watch this geometric line this morning. See how the job numbers are today. Again, a breakdown below the overnight lows could get into the single prints from yesterday and test that big signal zone below, right? So the real question is, are we going to test the scene in the breakdown, or are we going to test the lows, right? So that's kind of the area right here, or do we chop throughout the day today? So keep an eye and see how the price action around our signal zones here today. Again, big deal today is basically just tracking the geometric line, right? We thought we might be bear flagging into the evening yesterday, but that never ended up playing out, so they ended up buying the dip. So here's your geometric line that we're tracking here on the MES today. So definitely want to keep an eye on there, and of course keep an eye here after job numbers, see if it decides to break out over that turning point pivot and where we go from there. So good stuff. Let's take a look at the Qs. Again, looking a little bit rising wedges. Again, as long as it holds the geometric line, could be okay. IWM, we talked about yesterday in the bubble report, right? So we talked about here, geometric line up, fast breakdown if we lost it. We said it could, if it lost that 228 level, right, we might see the lows, and that's exactly what happened yesterday. So now we got a fresh geometric line here. That needs to hold going into today. And finally, let's take a look at the XLF here. So again, as go the banks, so go the market. So it lost its channel yesterday as well, helping support that nice down move at the open, and then we had a lot of choppy price action throughout the day there. So kind of up a little bit here this morning, so let's see how that holds going into today. Maybe we can get some strength out of the XLF to help bolster the market, or even the IWM. So we'll see where we go from there. All right, let's take a look at Apple here this morning. So Apple was down a little bit yesterday after hours. Apparently, who's working? Volkswagen and Microsoft talking about autonomous vehicles. I mean, I like driving. Does anybody want an autonomous vehicle? Anyway, but maybe if we could nap and read and everything's autonomous, I guess that'd be okay. But anyway, it's kind of the talk of the town these days, or the word on the Wall Street. So Apple kind of pushing up a little bit here pre-market. Let's see if we can get going. It's had a rough couple days, but a breakdown below yesterday's lows could get pretty nasty here for Apple. So keep an eye on that one. Let's say Tesla. So Tesla, apparently there's some questions about its battery. What is it called? Not lifespan, but however long you can run on a battery life, or charge life. So anyway, keep an eye on this one here too. It was weak yesterday. It's had a couple nice down days. Today might be a little bit of a rally day for it, but if it does push down below these lows, we could see on the daily chart here, we could see this level, right? So this is the 780 level. But there's some promise to this one here too, like we talked about yesterday. in the bubble report too, and on Paul's radar, right, we had this potential for a pullback. Paul's looking for a wave 2 pullback right here. So here's your A, B, C, and that does look pretty exhaustive in terms of a zigzag move, right? Because you have this 1, 2, 3, 4, and boom, wave 5 down. So this could be sort of like a 1, 2, and starting to get ready to go here. And you can see we're already moving up off of that. So hopefully Tesla will get going again, and we'll maybe have a big wave 3 up. So definitely keep that in mind. And Tesla also trades well on Thursday and Friday, and today's Thursday. So we've got that going on there too. Cool. All right. Well, appreciate everybody for tuning in here this morning. The rest of the video is for our Bubble Report and Elite Access members. So I hope everybody has a great rest of your trading day out there, and we'll see you at the lunchtime market update. Until then, stay healthy out there, and remember, risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to get more in-depth video coverage on the stocks or setups that are on our radar, be sure to join our group or subscribe to the Bubble Report for more morning analysis. The Bubble Report includes S&P 500 review, also a market profile game plan on the S&P futures, sector updates, gappers, orbs, unusual option activity, economic calendar, and we also have Elliott wave counts that are on our radar made by Algo 382. Be sure to click the link at the end of this video to subscribe today.